We often treat industrial oil as a simple liquid, something you pour into a machine and replace once it gets dirty. But industrial turbines, massive compressors, and high-pressure pumps operate under forces that dwarf everyday machinery. These components spin thousands of times per minute at the very limits of physical stress. In these environments, the oil serves as an active, highly engineered operating system with three vital duties to perform simultaneously. First, it acts as the primary coolant, absorbing the intense heat generated by high-speed rotation and carrying it safely away from the metal surfaces. Second, it transfers mechanical force. The oil provides the exact hydraulic pressure required to actuate control valves and trigger delicate safety trip systems. Third, it maintains a microscopic physical barrier. This continuous film separates moving parts, preventing metal-on-metal contact at thousands of RPMs. Because the fluid handles temperature, force, and physical separation all at once, treating it as a passive lubricant invited catastrophic system failure. If the oil is the operating system, contamination is the virus designed to crash it. Microscopic particulates like mill-scale and welding slag act like liquid sandpaper, scoring tight clearance bearings and sticking critical servo valves. Moisture adds a chemical threat. Dissolved and emulsified water destroys the oil's film strength, triggering immediate surface pitting and oxidation on the metal beneath. Standard maintenance suggests a simple fluid change will solve this. You drain the dirty oil and pump in the new. But that logic ignores where the contamination actually lives. The internal walls of the reservoirs and the miles of stainless steel piping are already lined with embedded debris. The second you introduce fresh fluid, the hardware itself infects the system. To save the machine, you have to physically clean the internal hardware and neutralize the virus before the oil begins to circulate. This creates a dangerous paradox. A brand new installation or a freshly repaired turbine is actually in its most vulnerable state. Post-fabrication piping is inherently dirty, and the machine's normal operating flow is far too slow and smooth to dislodge the trapped debris. Clean Oil Services intervenes by bypassing standard pumps with advanced mobile skids to initiate a high-velocity flush. The core of the process is turbulent flow. By creating aggressive turbulence, the fluid physically tears embedded scale and slag off the internal pipe walls. This dislodged debris is then swept out of the system and permanently captured by external high-performance filtration. Achieving this level of turbulent flow is the only physical way to guarantee the internal piping won't destroy the turbine the moment the start button is pressed. Once the physical particulates are gone, the focus shifts to the invisible threat, chemical water contamination trapped within the fluid. Specialized dehydration equipment extracts free, emulsified, and even dissolved water molecules directly from the turbine oil system. Removing this moisture stabilizes the fluid, preventing premature degradation and restoring the software of the oil operating system. Determining when a system is ready for operation is a matter of strict science, not visual estimation. Technicians use continuous monitoring and ISO 4406 particle count codes to mathematically prove the oil meets the exact cleanliness targets set by the manufacturer. This diagnostic protocol converts subjective visual cleanliness into undeniable, proven system readiness. With the hardware flushed and the fluid stabilized, the fully restored lubrication system is safely reconnected to the turbine. Critical bearings, gears, and servo valves are now protected against premature wear from the very first day of operation. Controlling contamination at this level transforms standard maintenance into a rigorous precision engineering discipline. The immediate result is a drastic reduction in the risk of unplanned downtime, extending the overall lifespan of your most expensive assets. For critical facilities that cannot afford to stop running, this level of fluid control is the ultimate defense against catastrophic failure. Clean Oil Services provides the advanced skids, certified technicians, and proven procedures required to execute these complex interventions. As the dedicated contamination control division of Vibe.FX, they deliver focused expertise with full mechanical integration. Their mission is to secure the long-term reliability and continuous operation of the industrial world. Before you hit the start button on your next critical asset, ensure your systems are verified, optimized, and running clean.